Greetings, tube dwellers, and welcome back to Minecraft! My single-player hardcore world. Oh my! Right as soon as I log in, that very, very scary nether gate. Ugh. Oh no, lava. It is still loading chunks, and it is taking, oh, so long to do so. Okay, so, last episode, let's see, let me get my bearings. I did some stuff in the nether. I got some glowstone, which is cool. I'll be able to use glowstone. I actually think, I made a comment a little while back that I needed to find some pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns so that I could keep ice off of the water that keeps my garden irrigated. I know you can use torches, but they're not very good at it. I think there's a way that I can use glowstone. I think I can make like a redstone lamp, and I think it gives off about equal heat levels to jack-o'-lanterns. I'll have to look some of that stuff up. Hopefully I'll give you some specifics here in just a moment. Before I get into that, though, there's one thing that I wanted to show that's new as of Minecraft 1.3 that I had failed to mention up till now. This is something I should have mentioned probably in my first episode. You can now open single-player games to LAN. And then, of course, if I wanted, I could allow somebody to have cheats. I think that even works in my hardcore world. I don't know exactly how that goes. And then I could start them in some other game mode, too. Again, I think these both work even for hardcore mode. So, of course, let's see, is there a hardcore? Nope, there's just survival. So if I allow it, it gives me a little IP address down there. Of course, you can't log in at that IP address unless you are on my local network. You can use this program called Hamachi or Log Me In, all one word, no spaces, to simulate local networks, which is really nice. But there you have it. It is now open to LAN, and if somebody else on my LAN goes into their single player, they'll see this world, they'll be able to jump in, and voila, we're playing together. Very, very nice little feature. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. I had a little creeper catastrophe out here. As you can see, it damaged some of my front room over here. Didn't do too much. I'll have to fill that in eventually. Get rid of all this stupid ice. I feel like this one is fully grown. I think that's the only one out here. I believe that was fully grown, yes. I only got one seed out of it. That is a travesty of farming nature. And it's dark out here and scary, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. Okay, so priorities for this episode. I have plenty of food, but one of my priorities, I want to show a couple more things about food. I've gotten a couple interesting things too, like some mushrooms. I can show you some mushroom stew. I want to show a couple things about dealing with like herds of farm animals, though. And I've got plenty of herds around me, and I've not done anything to totally get rid of any of those herds. So I think I'm going to sleep, and then we're going to go see about dealing with some cows and maybe some pigs. Why do creepers not burn in the daylight? Oh my god. It's so heinous. Okay, I think I'm away from all of my vital structures. I can now face the creeper and attempt to beat him. Oh, and my sword breaks immediately. Let's get another one in there. I hit him twice still, I think. I hope. Okay, I did. Sweet. Creeper down, no explosion. Hip hip hurrah! Okay, so the first step in doing more than just killing a few wild animals and getting food that way. I should say the first step in breeding animals. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some breeding. Love mode enabled. Oh no, I did not mean to break that crop. That is no good. I will replant at least one of these. I do not have a hoe on me though, so I will not be replanting that one. Ah, stupid ice. I need to fix that very soon. I should have totally made that a priority. That's okay though. I'm going to get some breeding going first. So the first thing I want to do actually is make a fenced-in area where I can breed my cows and or pigs. I've actually got a pig real close here, so I might end up doing it with pigs first, and then make a second little area for cows. So I'm going to do some digging right over here because I think this is a good place, and then I'm going to make some fence. I'll come back to you right before I make the fence, and right before I place it. Oh yeah, something I never did note. You can use a shovel to get snowballs from snow on top of bricks, and then you can use 4 snowballs to make a block of snow, and you can use 2 blocks of snow and a pumpkin, which sadly I don't have a pumpkin. You can use 2 of these though. You can stack one right on top of the other, and then you can put a pumpkin head on the very top, and it will come to life, and he'll follow you around, and he'll, I think he throws snowballs. He has a little ranged attack that he does against your enemies. Quite an interesting little bit of Minecraft, I don't know, I guess Easter eggishness. Okay, there I have a small area dug out. I need to make it at least 2 high so that the cows can't jump. Cows, just like people in Minecraft, can jump up 1 block. I should say all animals, not just cows. However, it does not count for 1 block of fence. Fence is technically just over a block high, and so people and animals and even monsters cannot jump over fence. So now we're going to go make some fence to contain our cow. Let's see, I'm going to need a bunch of wood. Sticks, I've got a bunch of sticks even spread all over the place. I need a couple pieces of wood too. So the fence itself is really easy. It's just like you might expect. It's a bunch of sticks just like that. To make a gate, you put solid wood blocks in the middle instead of more sticks. So let's really get down on some fencing here. 10, that's enough. Well over enough actually with the way I made my little area. And I only really need the 1 gate. Just because gates are kind of hard to see. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get over here before getting into that next point. So with the fence, this is a pretty small breeding area. I might actually come out. Let me come out a little bit here. Let me, yeah, this looks square. Let me do something like that. I'll make that the gate. And there we go. Now, the gate I'll slap in right here. However, you'll note that it doesn't look a whole lot different than the regular fence. So you can just right-click this to open and close, and you can walk through that. And, of course, you can't jump over this, and nor can any animals. So now, since this is really hard to see a lot of times, and it looks like I just didn't bring enough fence with me, a lot of times to make that easier to see, I'll do something like this, and a lot of times I'll even put 3 more pieces of fence to make that like a closed-off little gate there, or a little arch over the gate, I should say. However, we'll use that for right now as our pin, and actually just to make sure that they can't like jump up on that corner, we'll put 1 more little brick of dirt down there. And now I believe we have a breeding pin. You'll notice my little sky block up there to help me find my house if I get too far away from it. Now I'm probably going to eventually want to put stairs over here. I kind of want to widen this too, just for cosmetic purposes. About to run out of dirt though, so I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of that right at the moment. Do I have any wheat? I actually do have wheat on me. My inventory is getting quite cluttered. Normally I keep my inventory very, very clean. That is something you'll probably notice as this series continues. Okay, so if you're holding wheat in your hand, and you notice this pig's interest is definitely not natural. If you're holding wheat in your hand, animals take notice. They love the wheat. So I've grown some of this wheat by getting grass seeds, and now I can use it to make an animal follow me right into my little area of captivity here. And then I'm going to run out very quickly and close the gate. I now have a pig in captivity. Alright, now I can use this again to bring another pig on over. What the crap was that sound? That sounded like a cave sound. A lot of times you'll hear like drafts of wind or something when you're underground, and they'll almost sound like a growl or like a groan. Come here, little piggy. Come here, Pigu. I got a special place for you, little Pigu. I got a special little friend for you. Now, luckily, you do not have to pay attention to whether or not an animal is male or female. It would be quite heinous to have to get down under here and check. Oh, come on now. You know you want it. I don't know what you're tripping up. There you go. Apparently, he got a little disinterested. He probably ate sometime recently, so his hunger just kind of faded away. He realized that he didn't really want the wheat. That time it was my fault. I actually switched off of the wheat. Oh, and he's sad about that. He's like, I'm not going to get any wheat. Why not the wheat? I really want the wheat. He has such a look of concern on his face. Come on, little piggy. There we go. Okay, so now, we got to keep that going now. We got to keep this in the hand. I got to not mess that up. This pig is all, nope, never mind. I need to get both of the pigs all about this wheat. Oh, and they're taking off. Oh, herding pigs. Who'd have ever thought? It's like herding some cats. Okay, come here, piggy. Come on in. Oh, look at this one. This one's all about it, too. He'll come right down to me. Awesome. Now, I have 2 pigs. Okay, so to breed, you need a piece of wheat, and I believe it consumes the wheat. But you get 2 of any kind of animal together. You can do this with cows, chickens, pigs. I think there's one other that I'm not thinking of right now, but that's okay. And you right-click with the wheat, and love mode is enabled. It did consume that one piece of wheat. So I'm going to switch off the wheat so they'll stop paying attention to me. And so hopefully these pigs will make love. Sweet, sweet bacon. Oh, no, not that. Actually, you know what? I could deal with... let's make sure the gate stays closed so my pigs don't escape. I could deal with a couple torches like here, though. And I could even slap one, let's say, over here on the wall, just so the piggies got some light, so they're not all terrified at night. Hopefully a creeper doesn't get down in there and make it really difficult for me to get him out and salvage my pigus. So eventually this should create a baby. I'm waiting on a baby to pop out. I know that the pigs will go on like a 5-minute cooldown where you can't do that again. And then once the baby's born, it'll take 20 minutes to grow up into a full pig. But then you can just repeat the cycle. Oh, one more note, since I mentioned creepers. Creepers can like see over fences, and they can like, I don't know, they know that they're close enough to you, they will blow up. So like if I'm in here messing around with my pigs, and a creeper's standing right outside that gate, he can't technically walk to me, but he will still just blow up and take my fence out and quite possibly kill me. Given the armor that I have on right now, I don't think a single creeper explosion would kill me. Pigu! More little piggies! Come here, piggy! I've got a home for you! That's right. Piggy home. Why are these pigs not doing the dirty? Do I have to use one on each? I bet I have to use one on each. Okay, well they're interested too, so let's get this open and let's get all 3 in here. Oh yeah, pig ménage à trois! I'm going to make 3 times the bacon. Okay, so I do not actually have a second piece of wheat now because I used it. So let me see. Oh, let me see if I can get them to stop following me first. Let me see if I can go get a second piece of wheat and then use this ice. This crap kills me. Use 2 pieces of wheat on one of these sets of pigs. I don't think any of these are fully grown, but I do think that I've got enough seeds to replant anyway. And I did get a piece of wheat out of it, so it was grown enough. Okay, now I have 2 pieces of wheat. Let's try this. You're in love, and you're in love, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Instantly. Check them out. Boom! There it is. Popped right out. It just slid out the back. I've never actually bred before, had to breed. Normally, I just get the farm going and then just live off bread, which is really, really, really heinous. Having to live off bread. Bread just gives you so little food. It's really a pain in the butt. So in 20 minutes, eventually probably tomorrow, as far as Minecraft days are considered, I'll come back out here, and that pig should be fully grown. And I'll have an extra pig there, which will be awesome. This is bothering me just a little bit too much, so I'm going to hit it up right now while I've got just a moment of daylight left. I'm not going to go all the way down into it. I'm just going to superficially cover the hole. Eventually I'll need to replace those 2 with dirt to get my garden going. Holy crap, you stupid bits of ice. Okay, let's go back inside before it gets too dark and scary out. And let's do some inventory sorting, and then I'm going to need to do a little bit of reading just to figure out exact block spacing and whatnot of setting up a heating system for my garden. Is that a slender man there out my door? I think it is. Yes, it certainly is. Okay, I've done a bit of reading just to refresh myself on the specifics and to read a few specifics that I hadn't before. Of course, by reading I mean that I've visited the Minecraft Wiki page. If you Google Minecraft Wiki, it'll take you straight to it. And it has a very nice search engine that goes through a database of everything in Minecraft, basically. So if you look up something like glowstone block, it'll give you all kinds of specifics on exactly how far it lights and what, what's up with it, how to get it, where it occurs, just everything about it. And it gave me some handy information. So previously I thought that a redstone lamp, which is made by doing this with a block of glowstone and 4 bits of redstone, I thought that this had a more powerful light source and melted snow and ice further than glowstone, but the wiki confirmed that that is not true. A piece of glowstone is actually equal to a redstone lamp. The only difference is that the redstone lamp, which I am going to make one just to show this, the redstone lamp has to be powered. So let me slap both of these on the wall real fast. So there's a redstone lamp. There's a glowstone. The glowstone will emit light in up to 15 blocks away, whereas a torch emits light for 14 blocks. This means that you can literally place these like 30 blocks apart, and it will cover at least the straight line between the two in light so that no mobs can spawn. To get the circles to overlap well enough that there's no area, like say in a room, I'd probably say you don't want to go more than 10 blocks or so, which this is only like, what, 6? Yeah, 6 blocks away. So another 4 in addition to this, and that's about the radius you want to go before planting another glowstone, just to make sure the circles overlap. Same goes for torches, really. This redstone lamp, though, doesn't come on unless I power it. So there's a number of ways that you can power things. So one that I just want to show you, this is not the one I'm going to use. If you take smooth stone, which you get smooth stone by cooking cobblestone, if you take smooth stone and put 2 right next to each other, you'll get what's called a pressure plate, and it's the exact same thing with pieces of wood like what I've got here. Now, pressure plates do power things, so I could slap one, say, on top of this redstone lamp or on top of a dirt block next to the redstone lamp, and when I step on the pressure plate, it will power the redstone lamp. However, I'm going to make something else real quick, just to slap right here on the side of it, and that is a lever. So the lever you make with a piece of cobblestone and a stick. Note, oddly enough, you cannot make it with regular stone. It has to be cobblestone, which I think is a little odd. But the lever you can slap right on, say, the side of the redstone lamp, and when you flick the lever, ba-bam, the redstone lamp comes on. Woohoo! Love that nice texture, that Sphax pack texture. So hearing that redstone lamps need, and I'm probably going to lose some glowstone. Actually, did I get all 4? I think I got all 4. That's nice. Make the block right back. Hearing that glowstone and redstone lamps are essentially identical when it comes to generating light and melting blocks. Oh, and by the way, they only melt ice and snow up to about 3 blocks away, whereas they actually provide light for like 15 blocks. They have to be much closer to be able to melt everything. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build, I would rather use dirt because it's easier to take away, but I guess I don't have any, so we're going to do it this way. I'm going to build a little bit of a structure here. I don't have a whole lot of glowstone, but I've got enough to cover these parts of the garden. And I want it to be above my garden enough that if I'm down here in the water going through, it's just over my head. But other than that, I want it to be very close. And now I'm going to space them about 1 apart. So let's slap, I'm going to have to walk through some of my garden here. Let's just alternate here for just a second. And let's go ahead and go all the way to the end. Actually, no, I can't do that. If I go all the way to the end, then I've got to dig that out. Which, you know what, that might be okay. I might be okay with that being dug out. That way, if I need to, I can jump down into the trench. Oh, you know what, that's a pain in the butt, though. I don't like having water actually flow there because it holds me into this end of the trench. So let's make that all source water. There we go, yeah. So now whenever I'm harvesting some of this stuff, if it falls into the water, I can still get in. And I'm going to take all of these back down anyway because they're unsightly, ugly. Don't want that cobblestone ruining my garden, even though it is all over the place. Okay, so now, hopefully, and I'll see here in about, I don't know, 20 game minutes or so, I'll probably be confident. Matter of fact, that pig still hasn't grown back yet. I'll see here in a short bit of time that hopefully no ice will grow back over here. No, none of these water source blocks will freeze back up. Hopefully this glowstone will provide all the heat that my garden needs to stay fluid. I'm going to dig these up right now because I'm going to replace that with dirt right now. It bothers me too much. I can't take it. Give me that dirt. I got a garden going on here. Life's a garden. Dig it. And there we go. Now eventually I'll come out here and till this. I'll probably do that off camera because I've already shown you guys all the hoe mechanics. Dim hoes. And you can see how poorly torches work. I mean, torches are right next to this. I regularly have to come over here and still break ice blocks in my water spring. I really hope that glowstone formation is going to do it. And if not, well, maybe I'll just have I'll have to invest in the frozen food market and get down on some of that. So I think there are 2 more things that I want to try to squeeze into this video, and I think it's still daylight out enough to just run straight to one of them. So I've got an empty bucket here. Of course, you make an empty bucket with 3 pieces of iron kind of in a V shape on the crafting table. You can do a lot with an empty bucket. You can pick up, water so that you have water source that you can take with you. You can pick up lava. This is a cow. I know it kind of looks weird because he's really hairy, and cows are not normally that hairy. You can thank the Sphax weird texture pack for that. And you can do all the stuff that I did with pigs over there with cows as well. However, you can also see that the cows have a little udder there, and you can probably guess what's coming next. Sure enough, I have a bucket. I am oddly approaching a cow, eyeing his hind corners. Let's say it's a her. I don't know. I think there are male dairy cows. That's really weird to think about, though. I don't want to think about that anymore. You can milk him. There, look. I've got the milk. I've milked the cow. Are you happy? Oh, I'm going to drink the milk. What am I doing? Oh, that's gross. Straight from the cow. Straight from the udder. Milk. Bam, you can drink the milk. Milk you can also use in a cake. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to make a cake yet, just because, I don't know, I guess it's kind of an efficient source of food. But you have to plant it on the ground, and then, I don't know, I'm not necessarily the most crazy about cakes in this game, but I will eventually make a cake. I just kind of wanted to show you milking. That is, that's how you milk a cow, and look at that, I have a bucket of milk. Now, unfortunately, like if I were down in the caves and got into some lava, I can't use this milk to put me out. It actually drinks it instead. I will go ahead and drink that again, though, and I'm going to go grab some water from this spring over here. I've learned from my past mistakes. That world that I burned to death in lava, I now carry a bucket of water on me at all points in time, just so that does not happen. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to show you, I believe I got some gold, so I might poke at that in just a second here. I've already got redstone on me. I need all of my iron. So I showed you guys how to make armor before. I showed, I don't know if it was on this world or on my last world, but I showed, I think, each different piece. However, and I'm going to probably waste a little bit of iron here, but I'm going to make a couple more of these. I need the vest and I need the legs, so let's see. Let me go ahead and make the vest again just so I don't waste too much there. And then the legs I'm going to make as part of. So you can do something kind of neat with armor. This is the shape for legs. That is the shape for boots. And that is the shape for a helmet. Alright, so I'm going to waste this because I already have a helmet and legs of iron, but I'm going to go ahead and make them just because I want to show you this. If you go ahead and slap all your pieces out like that, just from like a super efficiency standpoint, you just hold shift and you can just be like, bam, bam, bam! I got all three pieces because it used up one recipe, jumped immediately to the next, then immediately to the next. You can kind of do that with the iron armor by stacking yet another one on all three of these and all three of these, but once you're done with these first three pieces, you got to come back in and put those two pieces down. You can't have them there because it disrupts the other recipes. And actually, no, now that I say that, you couldn't do that because the one down here would disrupt the shoe and the helmet recipe. But there I have all nice, shiny new iron armor. Now, since it does get damaged as I do stuff, I probably will eventually make use of those extra pieces of iron that I just whipped up. But for right now, they'll just have to be a waste and set in my chest. Which reminds me, I need to do something with storage. The storage is not, this is not okay. Just 2 boxes is not going to cut it. I need a lot more than that. I'm really happy to see a total lack of ice under those glowstone blocks. And I really wish, I guess this video probably won't even end up being 20 minutes, but I've been playing, I feel like I've been playing for about 20 minutes since that happened. It'd be really cool to see him grow up. I suppose that is something that we'll have to wait until the next episode, though, because I'm quite hungry, and it's getting a little late again, so I'm going to go to bed somewhat soon. And by that, I actually just mean I'm going to get off of Minecraft. Nothing about actually going to bed. Boy, it is easy to get sucked up into this game, especially as bad as the graphics are. It just really seems like you still feel like you're in a world just because everything's so connected. Anyway, enough of that. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.